Welcome back to Amy Jo Junk Journals. This is Amy Jo. I have made, yesterday and today, I was in my craft room all day making junk journal covers because I need to restock my Etsy shop. So I was making covers. These are some of the covers I made. This is Chanel. Here's one. These were all made with paper bags and material. Here's a small one. This was paper, obviously not paper bag, but here's one I got completely put together. I just have to decorate it. And then I got them all put together yesterday and glued, and then today I have been working on sewing around them. I have a whole stack of over there. I know you can't see it, but it's over where my sewing machine is. It is, I'm sewing around the edges of the journal before I put this morning I worked on putting the signatures together. There's only one signature per journal, but some of them are pretty fat signatures. And then I have to, like this one is completely put together. I love this material. And then this is Tim Holtz material. This is just some scrap I got from a sale, I think. I'm not sure. But I have all these pages. Oh, it's upside down. No, it's not. This is the front. And I have these pages that flip out, and I have, you know, this is some graph paper that I got at a flea market yesterday. Or an antique store, I mean, a little antique flea market type thing. Here's some. And I made this paper the other day. This is just magazine paper, some atlas paper. This is paper I made when I was experimenting the other day. That's in a video. You can look that up. And Tina had made me this paper a while ago. So yeah, this is the type of pages I'm putting in the journals. It's a pocket, or an envelope, I mean, that I covered in tissue paper. So I made all kinds of papers and signatures, and I covered that paper. This is cardstock, or I mean scrapbook paper that was white on one side. This is a lighter color, but it's colored. And then I put tissue paper on the other side. So I did that all one day. So this is what I'm working on, is these journals. And then this material I got from my mother. It's a quilted material. And then I put this material on the inside. But I got this ruffle from Sandra at Blossom and Inspire. And so I just wanted to show how I lost my blunt needle. So I'm gonna try using this other one and my needle and my, I used this to put down in there so that this all broke, so I'm super gluing it. So I'm gonna use a different one, sorry, to see if this one won't break. But I'm just gonna come in a little bit, push the hole all the way through, pull up, do the same thing. And I'm sure everybody knows how to do this. This is just for any new members that this helps push my journal all the way down so that see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's one of the holes. There's one of the holes. I can't see that last one. So let's, sometimes you just have to redo it so that you can see your holes. But yeah, these are some, and then I put some big paper clips on them to hold them in place. Probably should have done that before. I usually do. I'm just kind of, let's put it on this side. Let's put that one in there. I'm using my brown, hoping this works because I have to order me some blunt needles. I have lost the last one I had, so it's easier to use blunt ones because then you don't make new holes like I just did. But, and you don't want ones with big eyes because then you're going to have a hard time getting it through. Okay. Not too bad. And then find that one without splitting the threads. This, oh, I think I did it. Because if you split the thread, you can't pull it tight. Then I make a double knot. Take these off, and there's the journal. And then I will be making, let's flip through this one. Has that one. This has a little pocket. I have to glue that. This, I believe, is an, oh, yep, that was a piece of junk journal page that I just put some tissue paper on so it wasn't completely white. And then that was my experimenting paper, which I loved. I want to make some more. Oh, didn't get that. It's okay. Save it for another journal. And these journals will get fatter because I will make, like on this page here, that was a flip out, we can add an envelope or a piece, another piece of paper to that. So they will get a little more chunkier. This is just the base envelope right there that I covered with tissue paper. And that's scrapbook paper that I covered with tissue paper. So there's that one too. Pretty simple. So once I get all the covers made, and like this is, I think I just, this one I have this signature to go in here. And the concept is the same, but I have been putting some of the I lost my train of thought. What are these seed packet paper pockets in? just to give them some more pockets and things like that. And then I go in and I find my center. Pretty simple. It's like mass making journals, only each one is completely different than the other one. And if you don't have this tool, you just put it in the center, clip it of some kind. To hold your paper where you need it. So that hopefully it won't move on you. Is that the one I was using? I think it was. We'll use that. My blunt needle was bigger, but okay, where's my awl? Oh, this is the one I fixed, so let's see if it'll work. Then you do go in the center. Oh. And then I try not to go all the way down because I have smaller papers. Some papers are smaller than the others. And I don't measure my thread. I just leave it on the spool because every time I measured it in the past, I've used way too much and I've had to cut so much off. And this way I don't think I use as much. I cut a little bit off, but not as much. And I just start in the center, go out. Oops, sorry. I go out my hole here. Then, ouch, I turn it. Huh. Oh, it's right there. In this way. Then out this one in my hole. So you don't need all the fancy tools. You just need a needle and thread. Some people use floss, embroidery floss. I like to use the wax thread. And this is something you have to make sure of. You have one tail of your thread on one side and one tail of your thread on the other side. And I like to, if I have too long of a tail, I'll pull it through. And that way I'm not wasting it. So I'm only using the thread I need. Then I make my knot, a double knot. And there we go. Take my things off. Let's see which way this needs to go. Yep, this way. It needs to go this way. So let's flip through this one. There's a pocket here that I'll need to glue. Need to cut into a pocket there. This is almost, this graph paper is so thin, it is almost tracing paper thin. And then here's a pocket. The rest of the pockets we will put in as we decorate the journal up. I've never mass made journals like this before. I always made the journal as I was putting it together. But I kind of like this, but I like to mass make. So this was kind of nice. I mean, I think it was, let's see here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over there to sew yet. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 over here. So I have 12 that I got done. I basically could have done in 2 days. Well, I would say 3 days because I have to decorate them. And so if I had 3 full days, so it would take me a while. And this paper I got from this. Sorry, I gotta fix this somehow. This was a photo album, and I took the paper out of it. I gotta fix that. Fix this. This photo album. I gotta glue that tape down. It was in here, so I took the side. It was a very thin spine, and I took one of the sides off, and I made that the spine. So I got to work on that, make that look a little better. But I'm going to work on that. This was the paper, and it's handmade paper. So I was originally cut these off, and I thought, oh, I could leave that on there. That's a great decorating feature, and I can use it for a tuck. And there's a pocket there. So yeah, these are just awesome, and they'll be chunky. I mean, right now they're kind of chunky, but that's because they haven't laid flat yet. And I will, you know, decorate them up and put laces and pockets and, you know, all the pretty stuff in them. But yeah, maybe put some lace over, hide the binding. And but yeah, I just wanted to show how easy basically it is to put signatures in a paper bag journal, because this is what these are, paper bag journals. They aren't altered book journals. Those take longer. This is just a paper bag journal covered in material. So thank you for joining me. I hope you all had a blessed day. I will be mailing out, hopefully I would have already mailed Joanne's journal out to her. She won for the 400 subscribers. I appreciate her very much, so I hope she enjoys her journal. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you for joining me today. Bye now.